Hello and welcome back to my channel. There are a couple new sets throughout the gym that I have yet to climb on, so I thought today would be a good day to take you through what I would call a minimalist workout, where we're really focusing on using as few attempts as possible throughout the day. The exercise is called Three Strikes, which was named and popularized by the Power Company, and it's pretty much just what it sounds like. You get 3 tries maximum on each boulder. For all of these, I'm definitely trying to do them in as few tries as possible, so if I can flash it, then that's great. But yeah, 3 tries maximum on each climb. What's different about the way that I'm doing this exercise from some of the previous workouts I've done on here is that rather than using the normal tactics of climbing up to where I fell and figuring it out and then trying to execute it from the bottom, today is going to be all bottom goes. So that increases the need for intentionality on each attempt and really taking the time between attempts to think about a plan. So I'll be taking you through my predicted plan on each climb and see how that matches up to what actually happens on the wall. So I'm going to warm up and I'll see you on the other side. And I'm going to start with this white tag just because it looks the most straightforward. So looks like I'm going to start with my right hand on the higher of the 2 start holds, move left hand to the first slot, cross right hand into that next slot, maybe come in and match, left hand to that hold under the blue, right hand match, and then the end here looks a little tricky. Potentially come in and match that undercling and then go to the top. So we'll see what happens. Next is this black-white tag. So the feet at the start look pretty smeary, which will be interesting, but I'm thinking right hand out first, left hand comes in, right hand up. There's actually a hold on the right side of that volume, so I'm thinking maybe left, come into the volume, left hand up, or also there's chalk on this boss hold, so maybe I end up going left hand out again like a press. So I'm not exactly sure how the top will go. We'll just have to feel it out. So we'll see if my predictions are right. Last is this blue hold climb, which looks like maybe the hardest to read. So I think I'm gonna go right hand first, come in and match. Maybe go right, come in with the left hand. And then at the end here, kind of depends how that hold on the volume feels, but might go left hand Gaston in, match, and then out. But there's also not a ton of chalk on that last hold, so we will see. Next, I'm going to get on this purple climb. The hand sequence in the beginning is looking a little tricky. Definitely go up right hand first, maybe left to one of these two, come in right to whichever one is open, come back down left, and then bump to the hold on the volume. And then the rest looks like pretty straightforward. But yeah, definitely this beginning sequence will be interesting. Next is orange. This one looks like a right hand cross to start. Come out left. Bump left again. Right, left. Right, left. finish hold. Those were all the white tags from the new sets, and I was able to flash them all, which is nice. Nothing was too crazy complex, which is nice for my brain. I think it's kind of the opposite experience of my last session where I felt like I couldn't really read anything. So it was nice to have that to balance things out. So now I'll move on to the yellow tags. As far as volume goes for this session, for the 3 strikes drill, you're going to want to do around a max of 5 climbs, 2 to 3 grades below your red point level. So for me, that's yellow tags. I would say that these white tags, especially since I flashed them, were definitely a good ramp up with the warm up, creating the intention with trying to flash them. And now moving on to the harder grades. I'm going to start with this green hold yellow tag. And it looks like the complexity of the sequence ramps up a bit. So I believe I'll go left hand first. And then I think I'm actually going to go right hand out to this blocked hold on the volume, come in left, flip to the undercling to make the reach to the next blocked hold. Then I'm thinking right to that next crimp, cross under to the blocked hold on the volume, come in right hand next to it, come back out left to recycle that first right hand. Right, left, left, right to the finish hold is my plan. I completely missed the foothold for that right hand move, and I don't really know what I was thinking when I was reading it because I didn't think about where I would need my hips and my body in order to make that move, and I wasn't even looking for a foothold outright when I was initially reading it. So that's a good note for me for the rest of the session, especially as these sequences are getting more complex and I'm going to have less energy to search around for things. So good reminder for myself. Next is this yellow tag. I'm going to start by going up right hand, it looks like, and then come out left to this intermediate. Maybe set a heel and pop again left hand to the next fiberglass hold. I will probably come in and match that with my right hand, cross up right, bring the left foot out, go up left hand. The next move looks difficult depending on how good that left hand feels. I'll have to bring my right foot up either to that first left hand or to the little jib, pop up right hand. The start sequence of that was completely different than what I had read. I wasn't looking closely enough at that first right hand, but it's actually really small, and so definitely served more as an intermediate than an actual hold to really pull and move off of. And then the move that I fell on was what I predicted to be the crux. The compression was just really narrow, and so it felt difficult to build my foot up and still be able to generate, but then the other foot felt pretty low. And then I just was really hesitant and wasn't making a decision and ended up kind of just getting tired and slipping off. So, and remember, each go is going to be from the bottom. For my next try, I need to make a decision on what I'm going to do at that crux, and I do think I need to build the foot up. I do think that the other foot's just too low, so I need to get the foot up and move quickly and pop to that next hold. So that's what I'm going to try. The The position felt pretty similar to the first time. It just didn't feel great to generate from. So for my last try, I either need to commit to the lower foot because I don't think that this higher foot's going to work, or I also had an idea where instead of going right hand to the crimp, going left hand and maybe trying to lock off, but it does look like a pretty long reach, so I don't know how possible that will be. But that's the trick with the 3 strikes, is I only have one more try, so I can't try them both. So my instinct is telling me just to try from the lower foot because I'll get good compression there. And if I don't stick it, I'll just have to come back another time and try that other beta idea. Kind of same thing, got up there, got into the position that I said I was going to jump from and just didn't feel good. So that one will just have to wait for another session. But that was a really cool sequence in the beginning and definitely not what I had originally read. So that was pretty cool. I'm going to move on to the next wall. And I believe there's 3 yellow tags on that wall. Next is this yellow hold yellow tag. So I'm thinking I'm gonna end up going right hand to that first hold. Get left hand into this conglomerate. I'm not sure which one's gonna feel better, but whichever one I don't go to, come in with the right hand, go left hand to the pocket. Right hand to the crimp, left hand to the blocked hold, and then right hand to the finish. Next is this pink climb, which looks much trickier. So it looks like a toe hook to start. I know I want my right hand to end up on this worm hold, but how I end up there. And then stand up into this hold next to the volume. Right hand to the volume, left hand under. Right hand out, left to the pinch, and then looks a little tricky up here too. It looks like eventually I'll come back down to the single pink crimp to cross right hand to the finish. Then the last one I'll get on today is this green hold yellow tag. I believe I'll go left to the lefter hold under the volume, come in right Gaston. I believe I'll go left to the lefter hold under the volume, come in right Gaston. Come down left, maybe flip into the first left hand, bump left again. Right hand to the pinch on the volume, left hand comes in above. Right, left. We'll see if that's right. All right, all done with the workout for today. I would say overall, my ballpark ideas were about right. There were a couple things that were just hard to tell from the ground, and I had to be in position to feel it out. Today was good because I've really honestly not been very intentional with route reading before getting on things because I don't put the constraint of limited total tries as often. So it was a good exercise for me to test my route reading ability and be intentional. And I do think that I probably put more effort in on each go to stay on because of the limited tries. This is a really great workout if you want to limit your volume and practice your route reading ability. And if you just want to practice trying a little bit harder on each go, putting that limit can really help with that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.